marches on, time marches on. The young gets old and the old get cold. Time marches on. Last night Uncle Ezra tied his head. 6 o'clock he jumped in bed. He chawed his tobacco and he said, time marches on. I played quite a bit of sandlot ball, tote the pigskin in the fall. Now I cannot run at all. Time marches on. Time marches on. Time marches on. The young gets old and the old get cold. Time marches on. I looked at myself not long ago, saw the wrinkles start to show. Now I'm gonna take it slow. Time marches on. 5 cents used to buy a good cigar, ride the bus both near and far, glass of beer at any bar. Time marches on. Time marches on. Time marches on. The young gets old and the old get cold. Time marches on. When I see the young gals on the street, my oh my, they look so sweet. No long skirts to hide their feet. Time marches on. I loved all the girls, both long and short. Had a gal in every port. Now they're only in my thought. Time marches on. Time marches on. Time marches on. The young gets old and the old get cold. Time marches on. So after all is said and done, life is empty without fun. You were given only one. Time marches on. Time marches on. Time marches on. The young gets old and the old get cold. Time marches on. Time marches on. Time marches on.